Carite apantes. Okay, Didascalos Leonidas here, trying out new screen recording software, which is not totally perfect. Can't quite get it to work, but you can probably see my mouse, which is a start. So we're going to look today at Acts 1, verse 1. So, not the Gospels, which we've been looking at lately, but we can look at that. Alright, so we're just doing one verse today. So we got ton men proton logon epoisamen peripanton o theophile hon exato ho Jesus poen te kai didasken. Right, we can do that. That's not my best reading, but we can do that. Right, so we got the ton. I hope you can see my mouse today. So we got the ton, so we can see that's the accusative definite article. We got the men. Now, when we have a men and a de in classical Greek or in Koine Greek, it means on the one hand, on the other. Now, we haven't got on the other hand, we've just got the first bit. So, if you like, you don't have to translate it as on the one hand, on the other the entire time. We can say while something is the case, something else is the case. We haven't got the second part, so we won't translate it. So you got proton. Okay, we got that next. Okay, proton. And those of you who are scientifically minded might actually look at proton and say it's related to proton. And you're quite right, it is. So that's going to be accusative. Of course, no one in the Bible is talking about protons. Okay, we got logon. Now, logon. This could be something that we have seen several times in, say, the word sociology, anthropology, something like that. Now, all of this is going to be accusative. We've talked about the cases, and I might do a separate video on the cases. So, ton proton logon. Epoiesamen. Now, let's look at that word. That's going to be a verb. Now, I said a very long time ago in one of the first videos I made on the channel that there isn't really a middle in Koine Greek. But this is a middle. I won't say that you never see the middle. It's just really, really rare. So, epoiesamen. Now, we're used to, in the languages we speak, the difference between active and passive. But classical Greek has a third one called the middle. Now, what this is you do something for your own benefit. So let's have a look. So we've got the epoies. So we can say that the is going to be an augment. So it makes it past tense. We'll get epoiesamen. Now that signals it's going to be an aorist. So I made a first argument, an idiomatic translation that I have in front of me or next to me says I wrote a first letter about all the things. So poiesamen. Now that's not men, so it's not we, it's I. So I made a first statement, if you like, first statement about all of the things. So we've got the peri is going to be a preposition, and it takes a genitive case about all the things. Now, let's have a look. Got the commas. Now, where we have the punctuation in the English, that's where we can have a look at, okay, why they actually use it. So, orthe or phile. So that's strictly a vocative marker, the or. So we've got theophile. So the name Theophilus. And I'd never thought of this before, but Theophilus literally means, and it's totally obvious, it literally means one who loves God. And the idiomatic translation I have in front of me or next to me says one who loves God. But we could say that Theophilus is the person who, okay, the Gospel of Luke was dedicated to. So we'll say that the writer of, and this is the most common interpretation, the writer of the Acts of the Apostles is the same writer as the writer of the Gospel of Luke, who, okay, not sure, I'm not going to make a statement, may or may not be a person called Luke. All right, let's have a look. So all of the things, now we got the horn, that's a relative pronoun. So which, okay, which exato ho Jesus. Now we know that Jesus, that's going to be Jesus. And we got the ho definite article, makes it into a nominative case, which Jesus, okay, began, okay, poien. Now if you begin to do something, same as in English, then we need an infinitive. Now we got two infinitives. Began to do, poien. So we had epoiesamen. That's going to be an aorist form of the same word. Poien. Tekai, and. So it has the idea of both and do something. And to didasken. So I'm didaskalos Leonidas. So didasken is to teach. Okay, we'll leave it there. So I'll say, Charete